EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Orlando Classic. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend Frank Nobilo. We're here in Orlando, Florida, at the house that Arnold built, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Frank, what are some of the toughest shots out on this golf course?
Second shot into 8 comes to mind when you've got that sort of long water carry to a very thin green. Probably only a club or so deep there, so it's very hard to get that to land soft. 17 and 18 are always difficult for any level of play. 17, the green is angled slightly to the right. Even though you're coming from an elevated tee, it's tough to judge the right club and get the ball to land softly. And, of course, there's always the finishing hole that has to be navigated.
What was he thinking there? That's out of bounds, and it'll cost him a shot. Now on his third shot after being penalized for going out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break, really, Rich, on that last shot. It just got away from him.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That was well done, and now a very short putt to get out of here with a bogey.
Well, it could be a lot worse, that's for sure. 5 minutes ago.
Whew, this is tough to watch.
I've already got my eyes covered.
Resuming the action, and let's go out to hole number 11. Frank, nothing spectacular to this point in the first round. What does the player need to do just to kind of generate some momentum?
I actually think they're playing all right, Rich. It's just, you compared to the top of the leaderboard, you start to think, well, maybe they're struggling. But there's ebbs and flows in this game. At the moment, it's just sort of almost like a holding pattern. But it's time to change that.
Good contact, good result. I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is normally very thick. Avoid the 2 bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around this green.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long.
Second shot.
Lay down. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
And getting ready for the putt. Sensational effort, an eagle, and now a good move on the leaderboard.
Name up there in bright lights. Interesting to see if that gets a little attention.
Par 4 13th, Frank, you've played it on a number of occasions. How do you attack this hole?
Really one of the shortest on the golf course, but this is a fool's paradise here. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
Par 4 13th, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up.
It's at sneaky distance. Just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
Frank, one of the things I like about Bay Hill is it requires you to hit clean, strong golf shots, and here's another case at the par 3 14th. It's more than 200 yards.
Another one, really, you've just got to play it through the air. You can't play this like an Open Championship run-up par 3. You must fly it onto the ground.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. A good 20-footer here.
When you consider the length of that putt, that's a good putt.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
That's a good par there, Rich.
We're here at the 15th now, and a big dogleg right on this one. Frank, what's the best route to take to shoot the low number?
You've got to look at that run out down the left side, which is about 320 yards. If you can stay short of that, then that gives you a perfect shot into this green. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Oh, it looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Locked in on the read and the speed. Knocked that down for par, remains at 4 under. There you have it, Frank. First round is complete. What are your thoughts, partner?
Rich, I think anyone inside the current top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly well placed to go on and take this championship.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Orlando Classic. Hello again and welcome. Rich Slaughter alongside my friend Frank Nobilo. We're in sunny Orlando, Florida, at the house that Arnold built, Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge. And Frank, where are some of the scoring opportunities today?
Par fives are certainly gettable at Bay Hill. You have to, really, because the par threes are very, very difficult. That's really the go-to. The standard of the greens, though, in Florida are always good. Bay Hill, they run normally at a good speed, so you can certainly make a few putts. But, yeah, par fives are the place to make your score at Bay Hill. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Just misses. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Frank, now we're at the 574-yard, par 5 12th. How critical are the par 5s if you're trying to put a score on the board here at Bay Hill?
They're crucial, Rich, because the par 4s are very, very difficult. So anytime you get a par 5, you've really got to take advantage of it.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Oh, this is turning into a nightmare here.
Yeah, bunker shot after bunker shot.
Routine stuff here, Frank, from the bunker?
You just got to be careful of that lip in front of him with his third shot coming up.
Well, Frank, you hate to miss the green on a par 5 with your third shot.
Yeah, well, they say par 5s are the easiest holes to birdie, but the hardest holes to make 4. Making a 6, though, that certainly sets yourself backwards. So tough up and down.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
So just a formality here. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, this is an interesting hole. It's the par 4 13th, and it isn't necessarily a driver off the tee. What are the options?
Yeah, you break it down. 250 off the tee, leaves 120. There's nothing wrong with playing the hole that way. You get a little over-ambitious here and run out of fairway. That second shot over water. Whoa.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Setting himself up for a good weekend, the Wiley golf instructor makes his birdie. Another challenging par 3 here at Bay Hill. It's the 14th, 216 yards, Frank.
It plays uphill, prevailing breeze too, into your face, so normally much longer than its yardage. Oh, that's off the beaten track. That's got 5 minutes to find it.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Well, that's what the great ones do. From the rough, they use their skill and their strength to get it out and get it close. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole.
if you can curve your ball. I mean, that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, who you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
For them, it was, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through. Well read.
2 rounds in the books, Frank, and a good spot from which to make a move.
Yeah, well positioned. Really, you know, if you're leading, it's a different pressure. Being in the chaser pack there, playing well, what a great position to go into with 2 rounds to go.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live third-round coverage of the Orlando Classic.
Headed for the bunker? Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
That is frustrating, Frank. Cannot get it out of the bunker.
He's not done yet.
In the greenside bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem. Pretty good shot right there.
Even par currently.
Frank, it's been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey.
Yeah, it's not exactly a small gap between that player there and the rest of the field. That gap's got to feel like the Grand Canyon right now.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Frank, where's this one headed?
Well, it might just catch the left side of the green. On the dance floor, but it's going to be a long way away from the band.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Oh, how did that mess?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center for par. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Frank, this is a great hole late in the round. Par 5, and a chance to really make up some ground or extend the lead. I mean, you can make some things happen here.
Shortest of the 4 par 5s and reachable for just about everyone. But really, it's the second shot. The better the tee shot, the easier you make that second shot. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
And it makes the green in regulation. Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
Starting to make a nice move. 5 under with that birdie for the tournament. Frank, par 3 17. Daunting shot. What are you thinking as you step onto this tee?
Just make 3. 2 is a huge bonus. Take 3 in a heartbeat.
Frank, which way is this headed?
Well, judging by his body English, looks like it's heading a little right. There is a bit of green out there, though.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity.
Chance for back-to-back.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Has his par. Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill, the 18th.
Hole's got a little easier over the years with the new equipment. People getting it out there a little further, so you've got a shorter club in, but you've got to be wary of that run out on the right side.
Good contact, good result. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Need a good clean strike here from 180 yards away. Second shot. Good swing, good shot yet again. That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Oh, that hurts. Thought he had it. So just a formality here. Has it. Don't forget the final round comes your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, so long for now. Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill. It's the 18th, scene of quite a bit of history through the years.
Yeah, if you can give you about 150 in, so that's the goal here. The tee shot, wide fairway, but once again, second shot.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Orlando Classic.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Almost. Wow. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And he makes it for par. 14th hole, Frank, more than 200 yards, par 3. This is no picnic.
No, it plays a little longer than that too, slightly uphill. You've got to carry the ball onto the front of the screen. It will not run up. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Frank well off the pace, but the true professionals, they keep digging, trying to get better. At the 15th hole now at Bay Hill, this is a massive dogleg, Frank.
Yeah, if you're a Bubba Watson type player and you can move the ball around, you can move it left to right, that'll certainly help the tee shot. If you're average Joe, though, just hit it down the left. Take your medicine.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
It is the house that Arnold built, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Arnold's summer home is actually in western Pennsylvania, Latrobe Country Club. That's where he grew up. He came to Central Florida in the 1970s and fell in love with this piece of ground. He bought it, and he's grown it ever since, and now it is host to one of the premier stops on the PGA Tour. Big, strong golf course. You have to really be a good ball striker and generally one of the longer hitters to be successful around here.
How do you like that? He's holding. Just a phenomenal play right there.
Is this a good risk-reward par 5?
It's more about the second shot here. It's probably the most demanding second shot on the golf course.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Frank, this is where a round can get away. You've just knocked it OB.
Yeah, that shot's never going to come back now. So he doesn't want to compile the error.
Can add up quickly, Frank. This already his 4th shot.
Yeah, time to knuckle down. Really wants to hit one of his better shots right now.
No putter, no problem. Slams that into the cup.
We've seen guys through the years blow the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you get a little too greedy here, you try and make eagle. It's sometimes with a good tee shot, it's an easy 4, but a 3 brings 7 into play. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3. Yeah, it's a big green. He's managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. Finishing hole at Bay Hill, Frank, how good is this 18th?
Well, it's good because it makes you scratch your head. If you look at your score, your own personal score, and then fast forward, you've made a big mistake.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Second from an excellent lie. Didn't hit it in there close, but you see the odd make from this distance.
Yeah, my tape measure gives us 26 feet.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
Just a little tap in here. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
So that concludes the final round here at this spectacular setting. Frank, final thoughts on the tournament?
Rich, I thought this was really a fantastic venue that challenged the players, and we saw some exciting golf out there all across the board.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Tour Championship. Welcome back to the final event of the FedEx Cup playoffs, the Tour Championship. Rich Lerner for EA Sports alongside my good friend Frank Nobilo. Happy to be here at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia. It was established back in 1913. It was the course that the young Bobby Jones grew up and learned the game on. Designed by Donald Ross. We're getting set for the tournament action here again today. There are just two par fives here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the five pars, the 15th. It is only 525 yards, and if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle.
Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
And from the fairway for his second shot here.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. But you hate to miss from that distance. This from 7 feet. Oh, I thought he had that. Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par.
Even par, currently.
Still even par for the day. Tour Championship nearing its conclusion. Coming to the 16th hole, it is a challenging par 4 at 481 yards. That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that. This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. That's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Solid play. Confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. The drama's really building right now at the Tour Championship here at East Lake. FedEx Cup title is on the line. Just a couple of holes to play. And Frank, what do you think of this par 4 17th at 455 yards?
With all that's at stake, Rich, this is a perfect par 4. Water all the way down the left, so in other words, if you hit a quick hook, you realize what's going to happen there. 3 bunkers protect the other side. Really, you just have to muscle up and hit a really good tee shot that somehow finishes between the water and those bunkers. Second shot, it's not exactly easy too. You're only going to see the top half of that flag. Green raised a little in the front and well protected by that bunker short.
Second shot now, and this is from 140 yards away. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Settles in over the putt. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Now to the 18th, and a most unusual way to finish the round and really finish the season with a par 3. It's a tough one. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Still playing even for the day after the par. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale.
Well, since 2007, this has been the final event of the four-tournament FedEx Cup Playoff Series. Eligibility is determined by FedEx Cup points. You amass those throughout the season. While originally followed by the PGA Tour Fall Series, a realignment of the Tour's season structure beginning in 2013 makes the Tour Championship the final event of the season, and then they begin what they call the wraparound season.
Yeah, we wanted a definitive stop, and it seemed crazy where we would have our biggest events and then the season would run on. Now the season finishes where it deserves to finish, after the best collection of events in a row, the FedEx Playoffs.
Are you for real? It was terrible.
That was a little overambitious.
Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
This could compound very, very quickly, so now's a chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out.
Headed for the bunker, I think.
Lucky devil. That was going in the bunker all the way.
This is always a pivotal shot in the round, the second here at the par 5 15th. Good swing, good shot yet again. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Are you kidding me? He just missed that. I cannot believe that. That was such a short putt. Frank, you know full well, this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
Inching closer to the finish now at the Tour Championship here at East Lake Golf Club and that FedEx Cup title. It's a 481-yard par 4 at the 16th.
Won't play its full yardage. This one plays considerably downhill. 4 bunkers down the left. You can try and carry them all. The more modest approach is thread it down that right side. Another one that requires a pinpoint second shot, also played downhill.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough.
Looking at 130 yards now for the second shot.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that lie.
I didn't think that was doable.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Down to the wire here at the Tour Championship at East Lake Golf Club. Now set to play the par 4 17th at 455 yards.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. You got 5 minutes to find it.
99.23564 recurring. That's what I make it. Frank, can you recall a situation where before an important round, an instructor gave you one small tweak, maybe flare your left toe out, or just shift a little bit of the weight onto the back foot, or the instructor gave you that one small bit of advice and it made a huge difference?
Yeah, the list is too long, Rich, and it's normally just someone that you've trusted over the years, and we all make just little bad habits. Sometimes you're stooped over a little bit more than normal. You're not standing tall enough. The ball is too far back in your stance or too far forward. You're making a funny little move, or your grip is different. It's always the little things that add up to the big problem.
That's just a poor putt right there. No other way to say it. And a drop shot, a bogey at 17. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. So after all that, it's a bogey. Well, it comes down to this at the Tour Championship at East Lake Golf Club here in Atlanta. One good swing. It's a par 3 finishing hole, the 18th, and it's all you want at 235 yards. Good looking shot right here. That one was running so hot. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. Looks like he just misread that. This to avoid a huge number. This is for bogey. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Frank, how do you explain what we saw here?
It's a mess. It's probably the easiest way to put it. This case of anything that could go wrong, not just probably, it did.
Frank didn't play well, but will get a chance to play on. Makes the cut.
Yeah, be thankful for small mercies. You're exactly right. Some guys aren't even playing in the weekend, so there is a chance to regroup, come out and play strong tomorrow.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live third-round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale. .315. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Headed for the bunker? Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
A beautiful, soft touch out of the bunker. That's Mickelson-esque. Getting set now over the putt. That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey.
Hole number 8, now another dogleg left set up here. 405 yards, par 4. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Frank, it's not about getting the ball close to the hole from that spot.
Well, he had no chance to get it close. I thought he had very, very, very little chance of getting it on the green. So given that, that was a very good shot.
Frank, he took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Well done. Finishing out the front 9 here at East Lake in Atlanta, Georgia. Tour Championship with the FedEx Cup on the line, all that pressure. And finally we get to the first par 5 of the day. It is 600 yards on the button.
Doesn't quite play that long, and the reason why is that downslope on the tee shot. You get a nice draw off the tee, that ball can bound down there, and you can certainly reach this hole even though it's 600 yards. That's if you had a good tee shot. You stray a little, then you worry about the lake with the layup. Do you lay up short, or do you even try and risk carrying it?
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle.
Well, it's going to take a good one here considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Wow, I didn't expect that. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Frank, well off the pace, but the true professionals, they keep digging, trying to get better. As we get set for the back 9 here at the Tour Championship, finale for the FedEx Cup. There is so much riding on today's round. Rich Lerner pleased to be alongside Frank Nobilo, calling all the action for EA Sports. And a 469-yard demanding par 4 set to greet the players here as they get going on the back nine. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. Second shot from 160. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap.
The lie pretty much dictated the result. Thick rough. Tough to get that all the way to the green.
Trying to muscle it out of there, but you had to be Schwarzenegger to get that one done. Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, it has been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey. Frank, you've been there at so many tournaments around the world. One round to go, a chance to win. What's that feeling like?
Oh, this is the fun part, knowing whether or not your body can handle the situation. You've got to push it to the limit. But that's what sport and golf is all about. Trying to do something that you've dreamed of for so long.